you can now support this channel on Patreon. Warning, this video is for comedy purposes only, and as such, should not be taken too seriously. Although he's being cute and overexcited, none of the things he is doing are physically stopping her from walking to school. Keeping a dog chained up outside your home is a douchey thing to do, even in anime heaven.
じゃあ、もし私がヤトを忘れちゃったら。いやいや、ひよりちゃんが気負うことはねえよ。あいつはこれまでもやってこれたんだぜ。ヤトは他にも信者がいるんじゃないかな。
This is a sensible and logical guess, given that he hasn't disappeared even before having met Hiyori. Thus, there are obviously some people out there who remember him, otherwise he would have disappeared, wouldn't he?
だから、まず相手の名を知ることが第一。
じゃあ、名前が丸見えのカズマさんは危ないんじゃ。
Well, in his case, absolutely. However, in your case, where it's kind of on your upper chest, all you have to do is wear a jumper and or jacket and you're sorted, mate. Seriously, can this bitch just not turn up as long as he happens to not be near some water? Every single time she appears, there's a drop in some nearby fucking water. He needs to move his ass inland and away from lakes and other large bodies of water and avoid leaving the house on a rainy day where there could be puddles. Long story short, she kind of annoys me, and truth be told, she always kind of looks like she's wearing an upside down piece of underwear on her head like a fucking weirdo.
これで娘も浮かばれます。ありがとうございます、ヤトさん。
Huh? Yalto is seriously getting all of the bloody credit? Hold on a second. Right, that fucking douchebag from Noragami Season 2, Episode 8, you know the one. Yeah, you're welcome. I highly doubt that killing a dude can be considered a miracle, or that it's something unique that can't be done by any other regalia. Bitch. Did he ever say or even infer that? Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but he isn't bald, is he? I mean, there's hair on his head and everything, so I don't really get the reference and or insult. Can you turn into two badass and basically unbreakable swords? No? Okay, then you can't do much more than him, Nora. Oh, dude. Obviously fucking not.
なんかせっかくの休みにごめんね。
そんな、こちらがお誘いしたのに帰ってごめんなさい。
Why are either of you apologizing? You both consented to going to the park with your respective friends, and thus the need for instant apology seems largely redundant.
いいんだ。今日は君が来るって聞いたから。ま、今日は楽しもう。
And how do you know who she is? Other than when you caught her from falling earlier on, you two haven't met and haven't exchanged names. I'm curious.
来い、トキ。キラ。お前、エビスんとこにも使えてたのかよ。
Shouldn't that much be obvious, dude? He just called her name and turned her into a weapon right in front of you.
ダメ？
国見によると、5代前の私が名付けたそうだ。そうだな、堤。
ええ。 お久しぶりって言った方が良かったのかしら。
Should you guys not be focusing on the whole escaping from the super strong evil demon lady that you just ripped off and betrayed rather than standing there chatting in front of her?
黄泉の琴の葉は手に入れた。あとは帰るのみだ。
Now that's what you should have said right after getting the brush instead of having your little chin wag, and that way you'd have likely caught her by surprise.
見える？
I realise that you're trying to be nice, dude, but she's literally right in the front row, so unless your question is regarding spontaneous blindness, then I'm guessing the answer is a straight up yes. Yeah, when a girl you've just met the same day is in front of you crying is absolutely the best move to randomly hold her hand and fucking kiss her like some kind of rapey weirdo. I know what will make her feel better. My tongue in her mouth. I could ask her what's bothering her, but only a real freak would do that. The bastard clearly gave her herpes. The teapot of infinite capacity.
素晴らしい。このことの葉は名付けるだけであやかしを召喚できるのか。感心してる場合か。これじゃキリがねえ。
Yalto would be good at anime sins. The last 15 or so minutes of this episode I personally found to be incredibly epic. I know it'll annoy many of you who watch these videos very quickly after I release them, but sadly you won't be able to see the corresponding anime wins video for quite some time. But basically I added a ton of wins for what I thought was overall an incredible episode with some outstanding moments which obviously I go into in depth over there. So for all of that greatness, I'll remove a sin here.
天の動きは
今のところありません。
愛は黄泉に入ることを考えて重装備のお前にした。すまんが防御を頼む。
I think we all knew that this lion could jump, since that's all we've seen him do up until this point is jump up and then admittedly spend a while in the air before gravity does its thing, but here he's just straight up flying.
エビスを信じている。緑に討伐はさせん。急ぐぞお前たち。
See, now this time gravity is affecting him right away like it has always done, but just before now he literally flew for a solid 35 or even 40 seconds without dipping downwards to land once.
俺の右手、ヤトに切られてからこのざまでさ。困ってたんだがちょうどよかった。
It's your life, dude, but I just feel the need for the sake of the video and for my watchers to point out that it was in fact your hand that was lopped off and not your arm. Your arm is still very much there. She never realized that she was pulling on a sandal.
黄泉の女王に勝とうなどと思うな。下手をすればここから戻れなくなる。ヤトガミを救出し、帰還することだけを考える。
It feels very much like this is the kind of information which should have been discussed briefly on the way down into the underworld, or perhaps just before entering, or maybe even on your way to find Yalto through the caves. But explaining the plan in front of your enemy enters the age-old cliche of giving away your plans in front of your enemy cliche. Bitch, let's get real here. You're not even serving fucking tea, so cut the bullshit or get some tea bags and some cups going and at least pretend that's your bloody intention, alright? This is the start of a tea party, alright? What you've got is a dude wrapped up in your skanky ass head with all your minions staring and laughing at him.
動くなよ、ビーナ。首が落ちる。
分かってる。
To be fair, it's absolutely understandable in this situation that you'd freak out a little, but do you honestly think that after that battle and her having the upper hand that she'd just listen and say, alright, fair enough, here you go.
風穴だ。風穴を開けて黄泉とつなげるとは何を企んでおる。あやかしが出てきておるぞ。
Clearly it's actually in fact not releasing phantoms, otherwise, you know, there'd be phantoms all over the place, wouldn't there? Well, it certainly won't be difficult to ascertain at least one of the people trying to kill them, given that he's the only one with fucking bear claws. First of all, I just want to state that I love this episode and this moment in general, but this being anime sins, I do feel the need to point out that all of them could have moved out of the way whilst they took so long preparing the ring for a second attack. CGI.
俺はヤトだ。引きお前を放つ。
It's odd that when he releases her, it sends her flying backwards, but in Season 1, Episode 1, when he releases his regalia, literally nothing happens to her physically in any way at all. Just the name disappears and that's it.
やがて巡り巡る季節に僕らは生き
ちなみに国見の蝶結びは芸術的だ。国見、次は亀甲結びで頼む。
I'm gay.
お菓子をどうぞ。
Hiyori boobs?
当たり前じゃないですか。
急ぐぞお前たち。了解。
Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky, it's a bird.
クラ。
何も話してこなかった。
And for the gentleman?
All you can eat! All you can eat!
だから自分のことは何も話してこなかった。
Thank you to the following patrons: Nathan Burr, Gabby Z, Vupu, Leon Lutger, Joaquin Jimenez Villaluenga, Vila Huerta, Manuel Meza, Josiah May, Helgi Gunlaugsen, Loritz, Ikhodi, Val Sobel, Joel Rosenfeld, BZX001, David Pickfans, Chris Harris, Frankie, Kijin Ridderidge, Daniel Musgrave, Veronica Hamilton, Joshua Viker, Xenon, Colin Vanderput, Zachary Kling, Hunter Layfield, Avery Azell, Gajivi Trash, Matthew Farmer, Richard Gray, Kyle Farmer, Theodore Quackens, Kaj Vorzelman, Robin Tinner, Jordan Samuels, Eternal Warlord, Scott Harris, Nicolaj Anderson, and to all of the other patrons supporting me. Thank you.
Wake up, the rocket on the moon, it's fly.
Reach the wizard.